There is something I've observed that the mind of man is infected with a virus that cannot be cured with intelligence. Last week, I talked about mankind being a tripartite being, and I said that these three layers of mankind are intertwined: the body, the soul, and the spirit. I mentioned that the body is the youngest among these three layers and is the weakest. The spirit is the oldest but not the strongest. The mind of man is the strongest among these three layers. I also asked the question: do we really know the voice that speaks to our mind? And that's what I want to explore today. That leads us to the part of intuition. Intuition is a common it's a common stuff among mankind, but we've not really mastered or really ascertained where it came from or it originated from. I figured it out. And just listen up, okay? First of all, what is intuition? Intuition involves a rapid automatic processing of information, often outside of conscious awareness. Does that sound familiar with the spirit being an entity of itself that has lived billions and billions of years older than the body? Okay, dig in. Let's dig in deeper. There is something I came in contact with, and that's Pluto's theory of recollection. It says that Pluto's philosophy suggests that intuition is a form of recollection where the soul accesses knowledge and wisdom from past lives or a collective unconscious. Okay, that really strikes a chord in me. After I've gone through various philosophies and people who've postulated theories and hypotheses about intuition, I came to the conclusion that the spirit, which has lived billions and billions of years older than the mind and the body, has data of information and experiences, a bank of experiences that makes it handle a lot of situation that mankind goes through. So because the body and the mind is younger, the spirit is older, the spirit has experiences, data of experiences that it can translate in every given situation that the mind or the body cannot really handle or don't know how to handle. So the spirit sends signal to the mind. Remember, the mind is the gatekeeper between the spirit and the body. So the spirit sends signal or information to the mind, telling the mind this is what to do, while the mind tells the body what to do. So this happens in a split second. So it means that this spirit, the spirit of man, has information that can solve a lot of situations. It has experiences over years. It has lived over years. The spirit of man does not die. So it has lived billions and billions of years. It has experiences. So it sends information to the mind, telling the mind this is what should be done at this point to solve this problem. And the mind tells the body what to do. And is it not really crazy that intuition are more accurate than whatever we could come up with? Intuition or instincts are so perfect for the situation, so perfectly in line to solve whatever or to deal with whatever we are facing at that moment. It's not a coincidence. That means that the spirit of man can solve a lot of problems. But remember, I said that if the mind is not really in alignment or does not keep the body and the spirit in equilibrium, it goes wide. Now, the funniest thing is the spirit uh, can reign the mind, and the body can reign the mind. But if the mind is intact, it it puts everything in balance. It puts the life of the person in balance. So, in my conclusion, in my personal opinion, from what I've encountered or from what I've seen, I've noticed that the spirit of man is where the intuition comes from. The intuition comes from the spirit of man. So that's why you need to involve yourself into situations or activities that enhances you bodily, body wise, spiritually, mentally. It's a new year. You don't have to joke with your life. Remember, if you do not deal with life, life will deal with you. That's what I have to say for today. Think about it. Drop me a note on drop me a message. Until next time, I bounce.